Ready to open the hood? Useful for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the SAS shock absorbers used in the video through the link in the description. Turn your engine off and pull up the handbrake. To change the back shock absorbers on your vehicle, you must lift the rear of the vehicle and remove the wheels. This will then give you full access to the suspension system. Loosen the stud bolts on the rear wheels, raise the rear of the vehicle, and put it in the two-axle stance. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. You will then be able to take off the wheels. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. To start, remove the back mudguards. This will make access easier to the upper holding screws on the shock absorber. To do this, use a flathead screwdriver or a small fork and a Torx 20 bit. Then pull out the mudguard. You can now see the back shock absorbers on your car. As the components to be removed are very often seized up, don't hesitate to brush and to use penetrating oil to facilitate the operation. Then, using a ratchet and an E16 female Torx socket, you can now loosen the lower screws on the shock absorber. Use the jack to remove the tension on the screw and facilitate its removal. You may want to use a drift punch to remove it. Then, remove the screw. Then, using a ratchet and a 16mm socket, loosen and remove the top mounting screw. You can now extract the shock absorber.
All parts used in this tutorial are supplied by our trusted partners. These partners also help us create as many video tutorials as possible. Check them out in the description below.
You will find the SAS parts and products used in the video in the link in the description. Take your new shock absorber. Before installing the new shock absorbers, it is necessary to prime them by pressing the shock absorber rod vertically so that the gas and the hydraulic fluid are separated. Put the new shock absorbers in place by its lower part. Then compress the shock absorber and insert it into the upper part. Then screw it back in. Then screw the bottom screw on the shock absorber back in. In order not to damage the silent blocks, it is necessary to tighten the retaining bolts with the rear axle in the vehicle on the ground position. Lift the rear axle with a jack. Finish off the tightening with a torque wrench. You will then be able to take off the jack. Reinstall the mudguard, taking care to refit all the clips as well as the screw. You can now repeat the operation on the other side. Then, you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle. Put your car back on the ground and block the wheels properly. Operation completed.
Hi, it's Theo from UseTool. I hope this video has helped you a lot in your car maintenance. We would be super grateful if you could spread the word so that we can produce even more tutorials. Simply give us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us boost the channel and help the whole community. Thanks a lot and have a great one.